Through the forest, focus blue guys on the prowl. There's only one man there to stop them. If you just stop joking around, they come here to invade your lands, bring life here to an end. But you just wanna get real drunk and make lots of new friends. Carnal Barbarian, Carnal Barbarian, Carnal Barbarian, Carnal Barbarian, Carnal Barbarian.
Hey, you know what always cheers you up? Baking me a nice tray of sugar cookies.
How about these cookies, sugar?
We didn't have a message when we left. Oh, very odd.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and I think to the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog.
Oh no, I left the thing up. Look, this is an overlay. Ha ha ha! I can be here, and no one can know. Hello, welcome to the stream. We did not start 15 minutes later than assumed. Whenever that happens, I'll explain. I'll explain. Sometimes, in order to get the algorithm a churn in, I'll plan a stream for a time, say 4 p.m. like yesterday. I planned it for 4, and then you know, you'll actually put the stream start 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes before that. Then people will start getting notifications. And wait, is my audio working? Yeah, it is. Had to check that in the middle of my sentence. Then people get notifications, and then it'll start at the planned time anyway. But yeah, yesterday it was like I planned it for 4, and then Bancroft also planned a stream for 4. So it's like, yep, I'm moving that shit. And so the start time wasn't real for that one. After then, I had to guess because he said he usually goes for 2 hours. But anyway, that's enough about yesterday. We're here for today, and we're here alongside Moromi. Jav Styler in the house. Hello, Jav. He says he's happy his new avatar finally updated. That looks like in StreamYard your old one, but I obviously see your new one. Wait a minute. Okay, this is very peculiar. Right now on my screen, I see your old one, but on the stream, Your new one is there? This is insane. What is going on? Um, that is so weird. It is presenting differently on my end to what StreamYards itself is giving to YouTube. That is crazy. Insane, crazy, crazy, insane. It's in crazy. The only Joe is here. Always here. You've been here quite a lot. I'm very grateful. Welcome. You alongside 7 other wonderful people, of which I'm one of them, so 6. StreamYard says 10, but we all know what that is. That's Twitter lying to us. Phil is here. He's dancing to the Boogie Hedgehog. I realized that the clip, the like, and I say, yeah, 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 yeah. I used to transition that into Iron Mouse's "fuck you," because it's like, and I say "fuck you, fuck you." Then I realized you can just transfer it into freaking Boogie Hedgehog as well. You can fire it up with this. Boogie Boogie Hedgehog, Boogie Boogie Hedgehog, Boogie. So on realizing that, the world has opened up. A whole new world is for us to transition into any video. And speaking of transitioning into any other video, I have a new song to play at the end of the stream, so stick around till the end. Maybe Tex will like it. You might like the new song. It's not about, offing yourself, so maybe you won't be too crazy about it. Did I say hello to LE? Hello, LE. Hello, Tex. Hello, LE. I hope both of you are going to be ready for the auction tomorrow. It is tomorrow, 4 p.m. On ye old Red Valkyrizzle Strem. I am going to be on at 4 p.m. alongside Irene, Death Metal Hero, Jason Bazcoom. He's going to be there too. There are other people, but I'm not going to missay their names. I could check it right now. Maybe someone can post the link. But yeah, be there tomorrow. I think I might do a stream beforehand, because I've got to really try to get people there for me. But you guys are always there for me, and one of those people being Alex. Well, I mean, he is there for me, but not technically, because he's driving home. Alex, do not text and drive. Do not cause a massive accident. Do not crash your car whilst typing. And even pay attention at lights, at crossings, at junctions. Don't stop to type on your phone. Insane, bro. Sounds great in my loaner car. Oh, cool. I'm going for the speakers. It was probably Boogie Hedgehog. Loaner car. Did you crash one? Were you texting and driving again? See? What did I tell you? Jav says it's weird. It shows my old one in chat, but in the corner and in the text box, it's my new one. Probably some cash thing. Yes, cash money. I think you'll find, which is what we're trying to get tomorrow. Get it? See, I'm good at these transitions. I need to just slow down a bit. Yesterday's stream was a bit all over the place. And I don't mean Creator Block. Creator Block was so fun last night. Honestly, I felt like there was a lot of good conversation. Novel is usually very switched on during his weeks. So everyone's Irene was doing auction piece stuff too during the stream, but it's okay. We took the wheel. We did some AI tomfoolery, and I like that the AI pretty much thought of an idea that I already thought of on a previous episode. Selling memories, totally original, not a sci-fi trope that has been plumbed to the depths already. But yeah, I kind of wish on the show that we'd come to a decision on like what to do as executives. But still, last night was a very fun discussion. I love it when I create a block. Look, we've been doing it for over a year. We're reaching 100 episodes. If you're doing it every week, and I know we've taken breaks, Alex knows what I'm talking about because he's probably tired of making memes too. That you can become a bit drained if you haven't taken a proper break, but then like no matter what, you still have some great episodes. And I thought last night was one of them. Very fun. And Anyone else saying stuff? LE, the final metamorphosis. But if this is the final metamorphosis and you change your name once more, then how will this be the final? Wait, the last one was Chrysalis. No, he's evolving. He's taking steps into the future. He's the one transitioning. He says Jake is transitioning confirmed. If only. I would make a terrible woman. I know I have the hair for it. I know I have beautiful hair that most women are jealous of. I can just walk out and about. I was in the grocery store looking for meat to cook for food, and some lady walked up to me and said, "You must wash that every day." I'm like, "No, I hardly wash it actually." And she was like, she fell to the floor. She knocked over a bunch of stuff. She was shocked. She was blown away by the majesty of the truth. That didn't happen, but wouldn't it have been funny if it did? Alex says, I'm testing driving a family member's car after repairs. Well, then it's not a loaner, is it? A loaner is like from The Mask, where they say, bring out the loaner. And then you break down on a bridge. And then you jump into a river because you think you're going to save someone's life. See, that's how they made Stanley Ipkiss's character relatable. They did the Pixar method before Pixar was even a thing. They had him being bullied. He made a sacrifice for something else that didn't need to, which is like saving the guy. What's the third one? You're supposed to be competent at something. What was he competent at? Watching cartoons? Maybe they missed a trick. Simply Green is in the Heeze. Welcome, Simply Green. Yeah, we did get up to 8. Now it's down to 6. Good. People are filtering in and out. They're like, what is he doing? One of the best comic streams. Do you mean Creative Block? If you think so, I'm very, very glad you think so. Yeah, like Creative Block, they said no show that ever decides to go before Jack Show survives, is what people said when we first started doing Creative Block. And it has survived. It is surviving. It is still going. And it is still fucking fun. I like that Narwhal last night declared he was on Team Rape, which didn't make it into the meme. And I didn't even mention that it didn't make it into the meme. But on my own stream over here, whilst no one is around to cringe, I can repeat what he said. I think most people in most of history of like the world probably were on that team. And only very recently people were like, yeah, we shouldn't do that. Awesome One is here. It's great to see you. I'm just going to try and do half an hour's worth of welcomes and spieling off of the welcomes. He says, dude, and then says $2. Yeah, the good old $2. When I get my sound effect board back, I can't wait to spam the hell out of that $2 button. Anyone else new? But Simply Green. Simply Green says, they start touching your hair too. Occasionally, if I trust the person, occasionally I will say, do you want to touch it? And then I ask them, do you also want to touch my hair? In public. Jake interrupting my China show stream with positive stuff. Are you watching a stream about current events to do vis-a-vis China? The biggest thing I remember about China is they had like a really rainy summer or something like years ago at this point, and they were worried that giant dam was gonna break. The Qingzhou Dam. Fucking hell. The dam. And it didn't break. So ever since then, I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck. You know, if I'm not gonna see this Oriental demolition derby of a water holding back dam, then I'm not bothering knowing anything about this country ever again. Ugh. I'm gonna not read this first and then read it live. Aha! You caught on to my viral marketing campaign. What will be my next name? What will be the revealed post metamorphosis? Well, it literally might be LE the post metamorphosis. Or the metamorphosized. Or the mighty morphined. Jav says the longer them's hair gets, the less I wash it. Yeah, like I am very lucky. I have been blessed in several departments. Some are too personal to mention, but one of them is my hair. And one of the ways it's blessed is I don't have to fucking wash it. It definitely gets low. You can tell it's not as good. It's not as good when it's not washed. But you know, it stays pretty sleek for a while. Romy says he saw a matte black Cybertruck yesterday. It was like a stealth car. I saw a Cybertruck on the motorway, and it looked like absolute shit. It looked like a fucking piece of junk. And the funny thing was, it had like a business's decals on the side. You know how you have like a car and it has a wrap with the company logos and stuff? I swear it had some kind of company bullshit on it. And it made it look even worse. I could picture it without the company logo. It still would have looked like garbage. In real life, those things do not look cool. But I think Elon, it's the Elon Jamboree. I'm raiding into Phil today. And he, in the preview image and in the title, he says something about Elon's robots. Those robots look fucking stupid. Make a cool robot, you idiot. Like, just make a Futurama-style, cool, friendly robot. You know what I mean? Their black faces, they didn't even bother turning the little LED lights on that would have given them Eva Wall-E expressions. Come on, have some pizzazz. They look like soy bots. They do not look fucking cool. At least make them look super muscly or something. I don't know. Do something fun with them. They walking around. Saw one of them serving drinks. I was like, okay, you could probably just pay a person less than it costs to. How much do you think those things are going to be to maintain? Why would you want liquids around one of your robots unless it's a specific type of liquid and it's one of those beyond human, become human, one of those like sex bots? You know the one. You've seen them. If you know the if you know the artist Fug Trap, you've seen those robots doing things. Simply Green says, yes, Creator Block. Lots of fun and discussing ideas. It was fun last night. Like, parody is exclusively comedy, right? Other stuff that we made up about, other bullshit. Actually, okay, Rise Taint, the Tainted one, Rise of the Tainted. I went off in my head. You could see me. It's like I shut down. I was no longer engaged in the stream. I was simply talking about. No, I wasn't talking. I was thinking about the Tainted idea. I have a plot for like the first 2 manga chapters of a Tainted, and it's all structure. Yeah, Rise Taint, Alex says. I have written the basic plot structure of the first 2 manga chapters of Rise Tainted or Rise Taint. And it's cool. And because I was thinking, okay, how do you make a story like a manga style chapterific story that actually clues in to the mechanics of a Souls game? And like, what do you have? You have like bosses that you have to go kill. So this is like tasks you have to achieve, which is usually killing some mutated boss-ling. But you can't do it straight away. You die and you collect souls. So like you need that Groundhog Day death loop built in. I liked playing on the idea of like someone who's a fish out of water having to become it, but it starts off where he's like leveled up. Then there's a flashback, you know what I mean, to how he became in this position. Then it reflashes forward, and it's like these lifetimes. It's like there's this moment where he'll like open his eyes and it'll be like the rise taint thing, but there's like a whole repeating process, kind of Groundhog Day like, where there's like a ceremony and it's the people have summoned the chosen one, and he's just pushing past them all because he's done this like 50 million times by now. Oh, well. Let's move on. Someone says, that's true. There was a hippie I met who put beeswax in his hair instead of washing it. No beeswax here. Only scalp grease. L.E. Metamorphosis says, he saw that Tesla robot. The future is here. No! Why would you want liquids around that thing except for the become humans hentai in Blender people make? Like, what? There's gonna be a drunk person in a bar that's gonna get an argument with the robot. Like, drunk people around that robot, they're gonna start slapping it around. Like, are those joints secure? Can they take a beating from a drunkard? Like, can a robot really, can a delicate space age prissy little Elon bot really handle itself in a barroom brawl? Because it needs those skills. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you might as well just fucking glue a robot on to the countertop of a bar. You know what I mean? The one serving the drinks, you don't even need the legs. You don't need the legs. You just need a fucking robot arm. A robot arm can be programmed to pull a pint. And like what? So you hire your robot. Does it just stand there pulling the pint over and over again? Or when the keg runs out, can it go downstairs and replace the keg? You know, these are the important questions of why I want to spend. He says it's scale 10 to 20,000. We all know it would probably cost like 100,000. He throws in the word at scale. I'm not really dissing Elon that much, by the way. I'm just, having fun. But when he throws in the word at scale, it took a while for are Teslas even at scale yet? Anyway, in cyberspace, no one can hear you cringe. I would say in cyberspace, people can hear you cringe the most. No, be cringe. Okay, I got it wrong. He almost put it in the meme. It's okay, Alex. You didn't have to. He sighed and used the backup quote. Well, it's fine. It's all good. It can make it into the book one day. The big book of Alex's memes. Touch the monkey. We are here to do something, by the way. But I'm going for 1 hour now. We're raiding into Phil. We are promoting. You can see it on the screen right now. I found a way. You see the custom getup. I am live, by the way. How's it going? The custom getup. You didn't used to be able to change, or at least I didn't think you did. Maybe I was fucking it up. You couldn't change the size of the media tab. But look, now you can. I can have this going the whole time. Look at this shit. I can have the sign up. I don't have to have half the screen wasted by like all my pens that I don't even use during the stream, because like whenever I draw, I get everything out. And then also I get my pens out. But look at these brushes. I'm not going to use these brushes. They're out on the desk. I'm not going to use them. But I need them out there for the vibe. It's a stream about how messed up China is every Friday. That sounds wonderful. I would love to spend my Fridays just peeling back the Stay Fresh seal on various parts of the world and just increasing my horror, my sense of encroaching apathy for the state of the world. That's why I don't look into all the bad stuff all the time, because I'm like, I still would like to be shocked. I would still like to be a little shocked. At some points, by some things. Jacob Mongo. I saw that a while ago. I'm pretty behind. Trying to pre-read some of these, just in case. Why am I not green? I'm green on Gothic stream. Does green? What does green mean to you? You mean a wrench? You're a loose cannon or someone. Vasson, we gave him a fucking wrench. Haven't seen him since. Was he here in the last stream? I don't think so. You see, people, they come here, they put the work in, they get the wrench, then where are they? They're gone. Maybe we can eke him out. Third-party accessories for the robots. Yeah, you just drill a hole in it, shove in one of those, Riley Reid flashlights. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd want to fuck a robot. I definitely wouldn't want to fuck one of those stupid Tesla cripple bots. Like it's got to be become human level. You know what I mean? It's pretty much a human, but with a little robot disc on its head. That's it. That's all you need. I'm not nothing less. Elon Musk saves the cool robots for himself. Like, it doesn't have to be a human, a one-for-one human to be cool. You know what I mean? Like, just make it like a fucking Wall-E robot, or make it hover around. Like, when is Elon gonna make hovercrafts? When is Elon gonna break into Area 51, bust out the old ancient 80s TR3B documents, realize that all he needs to make is super dense exotic matter, put it in a centrifuge, spin it up to supremely high RPMs, and then he'll create an anti-gravitational field around the TR3B. You know what I mean? Then he can make a floating robot that we can fuck. It's all fun and games until it rips off your dick. That is something else we explored last night. It fits into the carnal magic system. Dickdrenochrome. I suppose cutting the cutting off the thing you don't want cutting off, collecting the blood. Rise taint. This was quite a while ago. The unwashed hair. Yeah, I mean, my hair is currently washed. I think I washed it a couple of days ago, so it's still in like perfect condition. It actually achieves perfect condition like 2 days after washing. The day it gets washed is kind of like lame. It's like too good. Like it's overly good. And I actually have to wait 2 days until it's like nice good and not like too clean. That is the one problem with my hair. It does get too clean. Someone says that Elon's building a robot factory near him. Well, your days are numbered. Hopefully it's not right next to an AK-47 factory. What do they call them? Assault rifles? A bump stock factory? Hopefully that robot factory isn't next to a bump stock factory or someone. Otherwise, you're through, buddy. That's it. I could just do this. I don't have to draw. I was planning on inking. Look at this piece I've made. I made it for the auction. If I don't do it on the stream, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do a creator block piece. Look, it's all of us. Giant Phil, Irene looking into Fiendish Book while drinking. Narwhal is like beaming through his tooth nose onto a page, and we're all making a comic together. Look, Phil's got his hand there with a pen, a writing pen that people use for writing. And I'm like reacting to the energy, and I'm like holding a little inking wand. But yeah, if I can milk the chat forever, I don't need to do any fucking drawing. We are promoting Carnal the Barbarian, by the way. We're also promoting the stream tomorrow, where I'm selling this piece when it's inked, because it will be inked before then. 4 p.m. You should get there. Is Chadley Chadful the main character? Of what? Maybe you could call Carnal Chadley Chadful. Again, it was a great episode of Creator Block last night. Chadley? I've never heard Irene use the word Chadley. It's like a perfect Richie Rich, like Casper, a third one called Chadley, and he's the modern one, and no one reads it. I don't know what this is related to, so he didn't mention the 3 laws. Well, you can't program in that for a robot to obey the 3 laws. It like needs a human-like brain to comprehend the 3 laws. Like, if you make a fucking bunch of pistons strapped to a drone and say, you must obey the 3 laws, motherfucker, it doesn't even know what you're talking about. It probably doesn't even have a microphone. what is this stream? This stream is me inking this piece that is on screen that I will get to, but this is too much fun. This is fun. Do you not want me to talk to you guys instead of doing something? You know what I mean? You guys, if the chats are rolling in, as soon as they go dry, then I'll shut up. I know Bancroft's joined, and I haven't even got to his messages yet. He probably just woke up. It's like what, 8 in the morning over in the underside of the globe. Execute order 69 waifu sex bots. You know, if you made them actual waifu sex bots where they were like Animu style, they would look fucking scary. It's like if you made a sex bot of Rouge, of Tits the Bat from Sonic, you would not want to go anywhere near it. It'd be like having sex with that Cheetan mascot, someone wearing that Cheetan mascot suit. You wouldn't want to do that. That'd be terrible. It's one of those things I find fun, I find addicting about all those schlocky isekais is seeing start window updates. Skill foreshadowing Chekhov's guns. I like schlocky isekais too. You know what? We never even mentioned isekais, right? Like that's the trend you can make fun of. Be good if there's someone was working on a something that could make fun of isekais. You know what I mean? No, don't teach the robots how to fight humans. Are you crazy? They don't have to fight humans. They just have to like target humans and then fire the bullet. He tried to sell a 30K Tesla car. Well, I finally couldn't read a chat. The car never sold for 30K. You know, just operate at a loss, Elon. Give me my sex bot at a loss for you. I'll give you $100. Bancroft is in the house. I finally got to his chat. He says the AI will replace hundreds of millions of white-collar jobs before the robots can replace the manual labor jobs. Yes. Like, the real way of replacing manual labor is making tailor-made automation robots. And, like, we've already done that. It is retarded to think you're going to replace, like, some farmer with a robot that's going to go out into the fields and, like, pluck fucking plants out the ground. It's not going to work. Like, oh, God. It's going to break. The thing's going to get mud in its fucking fingers, and then you're going to have to call up Apple, or call up Tesla bot, and be like, there is mud stuck in my robot finger. Please, could you? And like, oh, you'll have to bring it in, and don't you dare take it to an aftermarket repairer. You've got to bring it into us, you fuck. Like, oh no, Elon, he make me go to his silly robot factory to get mud out of robot finger. What will I do? And it's the accent of the country of people who replace all their farmers with robots. It talks like a person. It talks like a human person. I can have my own Jake bot. Well, that would be fun. I don't know if... Are the AI voices doing a good enough job yet? I know that Twitch has some pretty good robot AI announcers. You know what I mean? People chat in and it reads it in a voice. Like, I could probably do it on my own. I could probably use all the hours of streams, shove it into the AI contrupulator, and, you know, use a different thing that isn't expensive as shit StreamYards and get that to, like, automatically read out super chats. That's kind of funny. Just get it to automatically read out very offensive super chats that come in whilst the streamer is talking. Hail, random citizen. Hail, AI Bancroft. Hail. I can buy a Tesla bot to draw a comic. See, it's just not going to be able to do it. It's not going to be able to do it. And you know what? If everyone wants sex bots, what's the hardest? Genuinely, what is a task that kind of takes a lot of intricacy, a lot of specificity? Yeah, I said those words right, nearly. It's anything sexual related. You don't just like pound on something, or like you put your manhood in one of those Tesla bots' hands, you're getting degloved. And no one wants to hear the word degloved in relation to the nether regions. You know what I mean? I shouldn't even be using the word degloved right now. Who wants to hear the word degloved penis? Ooh. Oh fuck, you made me realize I haven't been recording alternate quotes he doesn't use. To change or not to change. You should just go back and rewatch every fucking episode of the show and just make new memes for everything. AI Bancroft will do our sketch cards. So there actually is like an AutoCAD machine that can hold a pen. And you can basically get that to replicate drawings. You know what I mean? You could just get it to go. That'd be cool. Getting an AI hooked up to one of them and it does like 100 unique drawing. Like, it can do it. You could do that. You could set that up. You get like 10 million unique freaking drawings. Put them out with a campaign. You know, as long as you tell people. As long as you tell people that's what it is. Am I nearly caught up? Because I see Zombie Boy is here. Welcome, Zombie Boy. But I haven't got down there yet to be able to. Yeah. 9,000 RPM Robo Pussy. How would they even make a Robo Pussy? You know what I mean? Like, there's no... the thing doesn't move. It's not a dolphin. For all those people that know anything about, you know, the nether regions of a dolphin, they have a lot of muscles in a lot of places that humans don't have muscles. See, Alex knows. He knows all about dolphins. What? Jake stole my idea. I'm sure whatever idea I just had was amazing. Someone mentioned Armitage 3 yesterday. I don't know what that is. I know we talked about Civ 3 yesterday. Best fucking Civilization game. Come at me. Last one in 2D. Last one where you could stand on mountains. If you stand on mountains in Civ 3, you get a 100% defense bonus and a 100% attack bonus. In Civ 4, they removed the ability to stand on mountains. So you can't even navigate through them. That was the turning point in Civ games for me, where they went from good to shit. Yeah, I guess it was Alien Terribly. There was a video of how sex dolls lead to madness, as a guy said he was cheating on his wife doll with his girlfriend. I think the madness was probably inherent in that individual's brain to begin with, and the dolls probably just filled in the cracks. You know what I mean? I think whatever had happened, if he had no access to his waifu dolls, I'm pretty sure something else would have happened. Bancroft says Elon used to protect global free speech, and is the only person seriously trying to create a multiplanetary civilization. But what has he done for me lately? Exactly. You know what I mean? He made me look at a Cybertruck on the highway, and it scarred my eyes. That's it. He's done. We're through. Nah, he's alright. You know that those photos of him at the Trump rally were fucking hilarious. He looked like fucking Gollum. You know when there's the one where he's jumping. He looks like he just lost his balloon. He looked like he was just told he could go get ice cream. But then there's the other one where he's like leaning forward doing the Gollum head whilst looking at the president. But then there's like another photo of him doing the same Gollum head at a different president. I guess it's just his typical presidential bow. You know what I mean? You will give your rifle a girl's name. If I had a gun, I would call it... what's a girl's name we can give the gun? Sabrina the AK rifle, Sabrina the AK-47, or Shapiphany. Should we call it Shoot Piffany? Oh look, Chadley. Here we go. Someone's mentioning Chadley and Murderies. So finally, whenever I was talking about Chadley before, we're back around to... See, we can go in perfect circles with this style of catching up with the chat slowly. We could just constantly talk about the same things over and over again. It's perfect. I'm guessing Chadley is not Rise of the Taint. No, Chadley is a completely different thing. Chadley is like Dennis the Menace, but Johnny Bravo. I don't know. I would use Chadley Chadful. My name's Chadley Chadful the Third, Esquire. Draw like Minecraft multitasking, Jake. I am not as I don't want to do a shit job at this drawing. Like I've put a lot of I suppose I could get on with it. 9:30 in the morning. I said it was 8 at the time. I remember what he's saying. This is improving my memory skills. You know what I mean? Mode select yandere for the waifu bots. Okay, here's what they really need to do. They need to start developing hard light holograms, right? Basically by using sonic emissions to stimulate a liquid to create a tactile surface, possibly using like clouds of water vapor. I'm just saying, you could combine water vapor and sound, and you could make a hard light hologram. You know what I mean? You basically the sound creates a surface, and then lighting from inside on the outside of the robot's body projects onto it. You know what I mean? Then it doesn't have to look like a robot. It can look like a person. You know what I mean? Maybe we can even make the functionality of it, like a finger moving around, just sonically manipulated vapor clouds. What I'm saying is that motherfucker ain't innovating. He stole Tesla's name the same way he stole all of Tesla's freaking inventions. Think of something new. What, a couple of motors? He's not even doing wireless energy. He's not even building a pyramid. Come on, Elon. Where's your pyramid? Line the inside with quartz, fill it with gas, and then shoot all of that electricity into the atmosphere in the form of abundant electrons so every other pyramid on Earth can download it locally, free wireless energy. It's got to be real. It's real, guys. All of the fictional, stupid, retarded meme texts are actually real. Suicide drones are scary. I did not know that was a thing. There are AI-powered laser machines that shoot individual insects off crops. There you go. That's like specific automation, right? I want laser-proofed crops rather than like Monsanto poison gloops just tossed all over them. Oh shit, we did it. We finally got to Zombie Boy's woo. Welcome, Zombie Boy. I hope you're ready for the auction tomorrow. Speaking of Twitch, the VTuber censorship is nuts. Yes, I have seen something along the lines of VTuber avatars have to cover their hips now, whilst, human whammons have their coochie maroos smooshed up against, like, see-through plastic chairs on stream. I see it. I can see what's going on. And then they say the rules are the same for both. So, okay, surely our buddy. Jake is a Jake VTuber. Jake is a human VTuber. I haven't had the time yet, but I really wanted to make a VTuber avatar of like the little hedgehog guy, the little wizard dude, because I thought that could be fun. But yeah, what I actually wanted to do is make one for everyone on Creative Block of their characters, because I know how to do that. I dabbled with Live 2D. Believe it or not, I made a talking penis. But yeah, I've made a VTuber avatar. And I would love to make a proper one. He needs no avatar. That's right. We may be getting closer to the end of the chat. There's nothing like grade A dolphin puss. Yeah, you can spear them right in the pussy. There's nothing like grade A dolphin pussy. They got that thing lined with muscles. They can push your dick all the way back inside you, because apparently they're very forceful. I mean, it could be outside of robots. It could be the most adventurous activity you let's say it could be the most functional hole a man could spelunk. Should we use that word? Rewatch old episodes. I can't even watch all of them in the first time. Yeah, you just like dip out. Like I'll just go play Pathfinder. Jake reads chat like old people fuck. I don't know, man. If you're old, you've had a lot of sex. Are you not good at it by then? Have you not like managed to really hone it down if you're like 82 or 70 or something? Like you could probably get finished pretty quickly if you've been with the wife for a while. You're like, okay, we know our rhythm. We can speed run this. This is the run. They're doing like roguelikes, but in the bedroom. They've been running that dungeon for like 30 years. They know where all the treasure chests are hidden. Hashtag grandpa Jake. I am not yet a grandfather. I am not yet a father. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I can be a father. And I can raise the best offspring. I'll raise them to be deadly. I'll be able to beat all the other kids because they won't be going to retard school. Jake is way too into sex bots even for me. I'm telling you, I'm not into them. They're never going to be good enough. They're never going to be good enough. I need to catch up, man. Is Jake doing a Trump impression? Have I just managed to I managed to catch up. Oh my god. Jake PM 2024, Prime Minister. They tried to yes, we did it. You guys all gave up on leaving messages because you were like, man, could he just get to the point? Finally, after nearly an hour, 46 minutes, we can get to drawing. Was it nearly 7? So we've got like an hour and a half, like 45 minutes until Phil streams. That's great. I only have to do 45 minutes of drawing. Hooray. But yeah, shall I introduce what I am drawing? As you can see, there's this very wonderful general creator block piece. It is Phil, Irene, Nawal, and moi all working together to do a comic page. I need to get this finished for tomorrow, alongside this piece. You saw this? Did I show that yesterday? Alex says gross. What's gross? A drawing? Working on comics together? Being friends? But yeah, I'll have this piece available. I have a Ragnar piece available. And I'm going to have this creative block piece available. Because I thought, you know what? We do that show every week. So how about I just draw those characters? That I did like a Halloween creative block thing, like maybe a year ago, a couple of years ago. And I think someone was very happy to get their hands on that. So maybe someone will be happy to get their hands on this. I have my trusty friggin' brush pen that was hard to find, but not really. There you go. Moromi's got the link to the auction tomorrow. I'll be there with Irene, Death Metal Hero, Jason Bascom, and others who apologize for forgetting your name right now. I don't know who's on there. Wait, there was like Michael McMahon, but I didn't want to mispronounce his name. Whatever. Let's get to it. I am going to try inking this effect first. So Narwhal is like beaming some art onto this page here, and I think I might start with that effect, so that because like everything else kind of emanates from there. Is my head gonna get into the camera? For the first time, I put my camera above on this side instead of. Oh no! You're gonna end up seeing my head way too much. Alex says, "Old people trying new things." Jake, I don't know. Are you talking about the speed running, the bedroom fun time? Hold on, 2 seconds, guys. Few, not a bald spot. Look, there's no bald spot. It's just the back of my head. And this is my hair in nice mode, even though it looks terrible. Alex says, also, when I said I can't watch all of them the first time, I meant I have to pop out and try to piece together the meme. You can't watch and meme at the same time. Alex puts a lot of work into the memes. You know, he just did one, and then we're like, you should do this every week. And then I bet he was like, ah, fuck, I should have never even done one. Like, as soon as we knew that he'd put any amount of effort into it, it's like, let's chain him up forever! That's right! Every week, Alex! I hope you're ready! And then many months later, it's like, guys, I need to take a fucking break. Please! Please! I would usually, especially on stream, is my head. No, I'm managing to not get my head in. I would like, you know the deal. I would like focus way more on making the stream fun. And it would mean that I would kind of like rush the artwork. But I don't want to do that this time, even though I just fucked up that line. I remember the days of yore when I would even pencil the damn thing on stream. Remember that time I drew Bancroft and Camel in the golf cart together with the gay pride flag on the back, which I think Bancroft has. I think I don't know which piece I sent to Camel. I don't know if it was that one or a different one. I think Rob has the one where I said he had an illness, and then very soon after getting that piece of artwork, he actually did get it. He actually did get an illness. Poor Rob. Sorry for using my sigil magic on you. But man, I recently busted out a brush to do a piece. My Kalinsky. This is a brush that was suggested by Aaron Lepresti himself. Very successful campaign. Aaron, definitely someone who, if I didn't have as good a campaign, I'd start attacking him. But yeah, he suggested this brush, and I thought I'd do a better job than the pen because it's a brush. But no, man. The piece I tried to do with it, I just had loads of wobbly cack-handed lines. So I am deciding to go back to my favorite brush pen of yore for this piece. Busted out your colon, huh? My brushes, my Kalinsky, not my colon ski. Alex says, or someone says, I don't know if, imagine if or someone is called Alex, he says all he does is win. Okay. I will be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to mute my mic, but I will be back. There's something I have to do for a sec. Wait, it's going to take longer than I thought. I'm going to play a video. Okay, be right back. I don't know what to play. What should I play? I will play... everyone's favorite... No, wait. I will play... I'll play the new video that I was going to play at the end of the freaking thing. Okay, enjoy this. It's probably going to be too loud, so sorry.
Right, Bachelor Kenny, Junior, Norman, Payne and Kev. My wife's got a beach on fees with a sex addiction, and it's hard to walk him in the park. Every other dog we see gets chased and pinned and fucked and licked in the ass. My grandson smoking weed in his bedroom, texting girls photos of his cock. Jesus, fuck. If a dad comes round, then I'll smash his car with a rock.
Big old balls that drag me down. You find me dancing around sexy town. Red light district pedaling around, and then I get mucked and my pants turn brown. Bachelor pad covered in spaff. Dorito crumbs all up in my bath. Flaking skin on my head. Sunbird flesh, let it shed.
Wake up Sunday, wife just punched me, said she's hungry, gotta go cook. Wi-Fi's broken, so I gotta watch my porn in the form of comic books. Brother, look, wank myself with a single finger, Captain Hook. Can I go smoke my pipe with a random man in a dark and weary nook?
Bought a transgender man 2 pints. Can I get lucky and fist him tonight? You stick my cock with a pink hair tie. Not too tight, no, I don't wanna die. Used to have a dog, his name was Francis. Then he ran away, what a selfish bastard. Now I got a cat and his name is Patrick. PKJ got jealous and attacked it.
When I say hi, I get shut down. When I'm outside, I get stressed out. When I got people around, I'm anxious. Nobody likes me, what the fuck now? When I say hi, I get shut down. When I'm outside, I get stressed out. When I got people around, I'm anxious. Nobody likes me, what the fuck now? Call me the neighbour's name when you fuck me. You ain't gotta kiss me, you ain't gotta hug me. Shit, I mean really, just do something. Please just touch me. I don't wanna go to my nephew's birthday. His friends play rugby, they might just hurt me. Last time they just kicked my shins and spat on me Christmas turkey.
Hit another spliff and I feel alright. Then I hit another line, I convulse and fly. Revive me heart left open wide. Jump on the back of me ex and pipe. I'm like hello, I'm like hi. Do you wanna back up, do you wanna die? Do you wanna catch up, do you wanna cry? Do you want a slice of the painful pie?
Wife's got a best friend, her name's Sandy. She's got a husband, his name's Andy. I like to picture them when they fuck and imagine that her ass tastes sweet like candy. Who's got a camera? Wanna take a picture? Got a good shot to my best friend's sister. She's bent down with her hand on red rock hard in the middle of a game of Twister.
I play the whole.
Sorry, I didn't expect that to take that long. Jav says, damn, they're going hard. Yeah. So it's one of my they don't have very many songs, but they're called the Northern Boys, and you can look them up. We definitely dropped a couple of viewers. We did. I was saving that for the end of the stream, but yeah, I had to go away for a minute, so sorry about that. Wow, okay then. What? Did you not want to? Maybe I'll play it all the way through. You guys have to tell me if the sound was too loud or not. Was Alex playing that in his speaker? way to kill your own stream, buddy. I like that song. They have like 3 tracks. I think that one's called No One Likes Me. And it's about like them being dickheads. There's another one of them singing about like all the drugs they take. I can't even remember the lyrics. I'm so better. That one's really fun as well. I might download that one and play it. But yes, I very much enjoy the future incarnation of Chokeout singing about his escapades as an old man. Nice, very hardcore. You know what I mean? Very in your face. Very northern. I don't know if they're exactly Geordies, but they definitely hail from the top side of the country. Reminds Simply Green of Auntie Donna. I do not know what that is. I'll have to look it up. Okay, at least we got this little explosion. This little energy beam of narwhals. As he casts his thoughts directly onto the page. Right, 7. I got half an hour. Half an hour until the Zades. We get a bad case of the Zades. And they can talk about Tesla bot all over again. You can indulge in Tesla bot conversation with Phil and Brandon. We've armed you with jokes to make. You know what I mean? You can take all the talking points we've covered. You could fill that chat. Phil could even be taking notes. You know what I mean? He could be seeing this as a research pre-stream to listen to whilst he's locking up the arcade, kicking everyone out, telling them they can't use the last of their tokens. I might be able to at least get like one character inked in the next half an hour. Simply Green says he think I'll dig it. I'll look it up. Look up Bigoted Bill. Oh shit, yeah, Bancroft's got all the cock you need tonight too. He said he'll be teasing you all on cock. Yes, testing. Sorry, I didn't. Maybe it was wishful thinking with the word teasing. But yeah, it's another cock trivia tonight. You can see he already has the stream up. I'll raid into Phil. Phil will raid into Bancroft. It's your Friday night block, which is different to the Thursday night block. The creative block, which is the feature of this artwork I am creating right now and trying to not fuck it up. Because hopefully someone will buy this. You know what I mean? Hopefully, and these are bigger than the pieces I usually do. I usually do the same as Bancroft, like half this size, or like A4. But no, But while I'm in Donutopia, because Donutopia has pretty good shipping rates with everywhere else, so I don't have to offer prohibitively over the top shipping because of at His Majesty's pleasure, as they say. We call it Freudian wishful thinking or Freudian slip. It's the same thing. Alex says he'll be playing Pathfinder actually now-ish. You know, I have been so busy with Carnal, so I play Pathfinder every Saturday usually, and I think I've been going for about a year. It might have been a year. It might have been over a year. But I look, if I say I'm gonna do something, I try my best to uphold that commitment. Even if it fucks me over or I don't want to do it, I'll try my very best just so I end up just generally keeping my word. You can be reliable. Which is, I guess it didn't work out for Phil with the coloring I'm still supposed to do. I still want to do it. I just been so busy. But yeah, the last like bunch of Saturdays and this Saturday and next Saturday, I'm so busy with Connell, I cannot play Pathfinder. But I may be a little bummed out about the campaign simultaneously with not being able to play. For people who don't know, Pathfinder is like D&D. It's D&D with more math. It's like maybe a D&D with more role playing where you take it a bit more seriously. But the Pathfinder experiences I've had have been very good. Like I fucking love it. You make your character, you make them in a video game sense with their sheets, but then you also make them like in a character sense, and it isn't just like a backstory. It's like personality. And I've been playing a red Aki goblin called Gorbold, who is basically he's a good guy. Goblins are usually absolute bastards. Like if you want to talk about hashtag team rape, the goblins as a race are basically team rape. But Gorbold, the demonically red Aki goblin, is good aligned. He is not not really in tune with his other goblinoid brethren, and he like walks around with a giant talking golden hammer, who is like his moral guide, and they try and defeat evil. But so imagine that, but then throw in SpongeBob levels of retarded, and that's Gorbold. He's he's basically a do-gooder goblin who also has like a manic look on his face that freaks anyone out who meets him. But he is very honorable and loyal and protects protects his friends. But like, yeah, my view of what good is alignment wise may be different to what my GM thinks good is alignment wise. And I may have not been enjoying adventures in alignment as much as I could. Like I want to there's like you want to play your character a certain way, and if you have it with a certain alignment, you're like, this is what I think good is to this character. And then, you'll get kind of checked on it, and it's like, great. I can't play my character how I want to anymore. I have to play him really fucking boring. I can't... Look, isn't there a good where it's people are like, well, it's for the greater good, right? Or is that like bad? Is greater good stuff evil? I know that like some greater good stuff, like communistic greater good stuff, is pretty evil. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like playing the long game on certain things, or like maybe acting tough in a defensive way, or acting aggressive to like make people back off so you prevent a fight. You know what I mean? Like, or using underhanded tactics sometimes in order to prevent the most harm. I would consider that to be good, at least slightly good. But no. I've kind of been a bit bummed about playing simply because like I just want to play this retarded. He talks like this. He's a Cockney goblin. He's a bloody London, and he comes from an Asian region, so he's not supposed to talk like that at all. He's supposed to talk like this, but he doesn't. He talks, "Hello, mate. I'm fucking Gorbo the Goblin. Would you like me to go around killing evil? If you have any evil I'd like slaying, well, maybe I'll do that for you." Yeah, that's Gorbold. But like, yeah, I've kind of been annoyed because it's like, oh, I have to play him as a boring bastard who's just about good stuff all the time and is constantly like he's chaotic good. He's not lawful good. Lawful good would be like, this is the way I think good is, and you should all adhere to that, or I'm gonna have a problem with you. Whereas like I think chaotic good is like less that. Alex says it's basically D&D 3.75. Okay. Connell is up Jake's wahoo. Wahoo! Is Henry disqualified for a prize if he wins against Karen? Oh yeah, the trivia tonight will have a prize. Huge block of chalk. Fucking hell. Huge block chock full of cock. That's Fridays for you, baby. See, I went on and talked for a bit so that we get some chat messages. Now I can take a break and respond to them. How about that? That's a better method, right? I can go off on one topic. Wait until you see Trolls in Berserk. I saw them. I think I got to the point where I introduced one troll. And I'm talking about goblins, not trolls. If you and your DM disagree on alignments, you might find your alignment changed for you. Maybe. It's a complex topic. The fun thing about in fact, I remember at Heroes I talked to Dennis about this. Dennis from Dennis and Andy, writer of Cordrath. So I had a conundrum. We are playing a pirate campaign, and you're on the high seas. Sometimes you may end up underwater, right? Now, I have a talking weapon. The weapon is like a big solid chunk of metal, and it can talk, right? How do we talk? We create sound. How do we create sound? We create sound by vibrating air, right? Humans can't talk underwater because our vocal cords are manipulating air, and there is surface tension between air and water that sound waves can't penetrate, right? So if you're underwater and someone's out of the water, you can't hear them. That's the paradigm we understand about sound and water. But if you don't have vocal cords and you're a giant lump of metal, and you are creating sound simply by vibrating the metallic surface of your body, Does that not mean you are essentially a speaker, like a giant solid state speaker? And if you are underwater, this means you would be vibrating the water just as you would air. And technically, I'm talking technically here, would Narwhal's arm be in front of that hair thing? I think it's better for the... Is it better for the piece if Narwhal is leaning in front of... Like, is if Narwhal is fully over the top of... Nah. I'll do this. Because, and I had to do research, because my argument was that anyone would be able to hear my hammer talking while underwater. And I was disagreed with. But here's the thing. I looked it up. For synchronized swimming, there are speakers in swimming pools so that people who do synchronized swimming can hear the beat, the music, and it's supposed to be very high quality, right? So I was thinking, essentially, my talking weapon is one of those speakers one would affix to a swimming pool. I would love to see the opinions in the chat of all the people that play any role-playing game, who is probably just Alex. Gorbal talks how Jake sounds when he attempts Australian. That's right, it's me, an Australian. I'm come from down under. That's Gorbald. He's an Aussie through and through. Japanese game show host. Yes, it is me, a Gorbald. I have my special weapon. I travel the lands, defeating evil. I know everyone does old man when they do like Japanese accent, but like, you could talk like this. Oh, I can't do it. There's a young person Japanese accent which is really good, which is fun to do, but I've forgotten it right now. Greater good usually falls more into neutral, druids protecting a forest, or possibly lawful evil. Sometimes it can fall into chaotic neutral good if you're forced into hard decisions. Okay. See, chaotic good. I am chaotic good. Or lawful evil trying to uphold rules set for the benefit of their kingdom, but yeah, mostly neutral. Okay. Of course, Henry can win again. There you go. Bemis, you need to get on the cock tonight. You need to be fully cocked in to the cock show tonight to win another voucher, because I'm sure it will be a voucher. Awesome wants his 8th plate. I wasn't able to take part in the trivia last week, but I got a lot of the question. I got a lot of them right for like the first half. Then magically, when I got home and could finally take part in the quiz, I got one right, and it was the Peony one. It was the Wendy Peony one for ElfQuest, and I only knew that one because I met her in real life. Goblin Slayer episode 1 is all you need to know about great Venus of goblins. Exactly. And the blocks aren't even that bad. I mean, they can be bad, but yeah, they're not goblins. And so in Connell's world, there are goblins, and they're red, and they're called roblins. Definitely not inspired by Gorbald. Gorbald might definitely... It's not like you're going to see Gorbalds pop up in Connell the Barbarian as a roblin. Sound travels better underwater. Exactly, that's my thinking. The vibrations might not be the same in water versus air. Those underwater speakers are probably tuned to a sound correct used under... Yeah. See, that's what I thought too. I thought like maybe the frequency has to also be different. You know what I mean? So that would have been a very good counterpoint, is like researching the frequencies of sound and if it has to be different. And like maybe if the weapon was doing a high-pitched voice or a low-pitched voice instead. But I don't know how much a talking weapon kind of like has direct control over like the frequency of the vibrations. Alex says if he was the DM, He'd probably rule that you can hear them underwater, but they sound off or garbled. Okay, so you probably would have done like a check to see if someone could hear it, right? Although most intelligent weapons can also speak to their wielder through telepathy. Well, yeah, but I wanted to communicate stuff to other people. Sperm whales use their sonics to hurt squid. Yes, and submarines, if they use their fucking sonar when there's little guys in the water, those guys are turned to mush. John is the vet with Garfield getting it on with the vet lady. Didn't John drink cum in his mug at the vets? Is that like legit? Was that the joke of one of the strips? John drinks cum. The only juror says whales are pretty good at underwater communication, I guess. Good. This means, and some person is here. Welcome, some person. I mean, now I can get back to drawing because I caught up on chats. So whales. Here's the thing: sonar. You're listening to whale song. You're getting ready for bed. You're like, I can't do rain sounds tonight. I need something more. I need whale song, right? So that you're listening to, it's not like whales have formed a language and they go ooh, and they're like, fuck, that means there's trouble in the neighborhood. Timmy fell down the well. Like ooh, isn't them going Timmy down? Like a language, like they're understanding the sounds directly. Like those are actually highly complex messages. It's not language, it's like pictures, sounds, thoughts. They basically have Wi-Fi. Like, but mammals using sonar, they basically use the ocean as Wi-Fi. Prove me wrong. I see Deech in chat. You can back me up. You know about whale Wi-Fi. You know about the telecommunications of it's not subterranean. Subsurface mammals, subsurface mammalian. They can send pictures to each other. And so if you put one of those fucking whales in a fish tank in a zoo, and he starts trying to beam out like Disney's Aladdin over his whale song Wi-Fi to stream to his friends, and it just bounces off the blinking wall, beams right back into his own little whale ears. He's gonna go insane. It's like he's saying, "Help! I'm stuck in a whale thing, a fucking fish tank thing," and then it just bounces right back into his head. Like he expresses torment, and mirrored back to him is the general concept of torment through the reflective surface of the freaking pool he's in. It's just like an endless cycle of torment. But you know, at least we get to see them in a swimming pool. Maybe that's why some aquariums have like circular. Oh, I gotta do his teeth. I gotta do Novel's teeth. I love doing the underside of teeth. You see this bit? I'll show you. The bit I'm about to draw, where the teeth join into like the area of the mouth under the tongue. Like I love drawing those kind of like curves there. Ooh, because it really looks like that. It's great. I love the way that teeth join into the gum. As someone who has recently been losing teeth, like some people lose their mind. There you go. I love it. Hey, look, we can catch up in chat now. The Deech says, don't forget to subscribe. Yes, and go to connellcomic.com to sign up for Connell. Launching in a couple of weeks, the 24th, October the 24th, we will be launching this campaign. this Campagan. And also tomorrow, the Red Valkyrie auction, 4 p.m. I will be auctioning off this piece, which will be finished by then. Some person says, do you have the carnal with a K version of Gelflings yet? You mean from you know Gelflings are in Red Dwarf. Do you mean are they the same Gelflings? Hold on a second. I need to research this on my phone without putting it in front of the camera and so you can see everything. Gelflings. Gelf Lings. The Gelf are okay, yeah. Gelfling is a thing in, but let me type in Gelfling Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf. Okay, Gelf. Oh, a pleasure Gelf. Yeah. Wait. Is the Gelf the thing or the little thing that sucks the emotions out of it? Oh, a polymorph was the pet. Anyway, all I'm saying is there's Gelfs in Red Dwarf too. So there you go. But are they Gelflings? I don't even know what Gelflings actually are. I need to rewatch Dark Crystal. They just look like puppet hobbits. Are they just hobbits that know magic? What the fuck is a Gelfling? Garfieldlings, like cat. They would be cat folk. Whale Song is just shit talking. Yeah, they just shit talk each other all day. Whale-fi. The Deech says, I'm not jumping into this one. No, he could have. Some person says, you're right, Jake. The whales are just fucking with us. I mean, they're probably not fucking with us when they jump out of the ocean and smash their head on the rocks because they can't take all of the signals in the ocean. They got a civilization in the Earth's core, and they're the ones causing global warming. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a deep underwater civilization. Gelflings kind of sound like geldings. Castrated horses? There's a term for a castrated horse? A gelding? Are they like less effective horses? What is this? I mean, I suppose most animals get castrated because you just chop them off so they don't like make loads of baby kittens all day. They're skinny anorexic elves with long ears. Yeah, but what can they do? Can they do anything? They're just small. Remember the episode where the whole show was just a simulation and Kat was actually super rich? It was the best. So I kind of hate that it was all the dream shit. That always ruins stories. But that is one of my favorite episodes of Red Dwarf. They're fighting the emo squid. Or the terror squid, I forget it. But it's a squid that can fire ink at its enemies, and the ink that you find out creates hallucinations. So they have a group. You find out they have a group of hallucination, but you're not told that until the end. What happens as the hallucination is they all wake up in a VR game room as they're getting their memories back, and like Lister is like the ex-president of the technocratic super state, the authoritarian super state, and he's like in hiding because he can't cope with the horror of all the people he's killed. And like Rimmer is his brother, who's like a fucking homeless loser. Cat isn't rich in that one. Cat's Dwayne Dibley. Isn't that where Dwayne Dibley gets created? I'm pretty sure Cat is a Dwayne Dibley-esque character when they wake up in that one. And Lister's the one that's rich. And then Crichton's called Jake Bullet, which obviously I enjoy because Crichton's my favorite character. And knowing that his human form was called Jake Bullet, for some special reason, it kind of struck a chord with me in particular. But yeah, he thought he was a special super cop, but then turns out he's just traffic. Cybernautics. See? Look at my bloody encyclopedic knowledge of Red Dwarf. Quiz me. Quiz me, guys. Quiz me on my dwarf. Prove if I'm a fake gamer girl or not when it comes to Red Dwarf. Someone's rich. Oh yeah, you might be right. Yeah, I remember. Dwayne Dibley, the Duke of Dork? I'd rather kill myself. It's probably the only thing I can actually quote stuff from. It's my favorite too. Yes, it's a great episode. It's like one of the only episodes of a show ever where it's like, oh, they all wake up and it was all a dream, but it's fine. You know, like, but they did a good job of it. Someone's rich. This woman has the personality of a couch. Are you watching another stream? Are you talking about Red Dwarf? Yes, and I'm saying quiz me, bitches. Some person says I've watched Man Red Dwarf. There's always a lot I've never seen. All of you Americans, sign up for a fucking BBC stupid account, the iPlayer account. Just get an iPlayer thing. You can go and watch all of Red Dwarf, all of I'm not in England right now, so they can't do me. No one can get. I can't get in trouble. I can't get in trouble for saying that you can afford the BBC. You can watch all of Red Dwarf, all of Blackadder. He says now just pirate it. I mean, it's easier than pirating. Like, it's easier than pirating. There's like really classic BBC comedy stuff. You can just watch it all for free using an iPlayer. They say when you sign up, like, do you have a TV license? You just click no. Just click no. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do? What are you gonna fucking do? You got no legal power, you fuckers. They come to your house, knock on your door. Excuse me. I'm here from TV licensing. Closes the door, like stares at them, closes the door. Best season of Blackadder. Okay. So, first one is Gash. Like, it really is Gash. I'm not gonna be like some kind of like, oh man, the first season of Blackadder is a hidden gem. Nah, first season's Gash. Don't bother watching it. The second season is the second season where they have Queenie, because I'm also torn. Yeah, first is terrible. Bancroft is torn. I bet I know which two you're torn between. Are you torn between the one with Queenie or the one with World War II? Those are the two seasons I would say the best, and it's hard for me to pick between the two. Like, the World War II stuff, I think they have some of the more real and like relatable problems, and they solve them in interesting ways. Right? World War One. Sorry. Yeah. Hello, darling. Yeah. See, like, it's the iterations of the character. You have everyone on the show at that point has a great character during World War One. The last season 4, is it? But the medieval one with Queenie is so fucking good. Like, because you have Flash. I mean, you have Flash in a later one, but that's the first time Flash shows up, played by Rick Mayall. R.I.P. Rick Mayall. Yeah, it's the first time you see Flash. Like, the Bob episode, where the old guy is like dying, and he says to his daughter, she's like, I will go to the city and make a name for myself. And he's like, oh, go on the game. Like, he's trying to get it to be a fucking whore. It's like, no, I'm a good woman. And then becomes Blackadder's assistant, and he's like, oh no. He thinks he's gay because he's attracted to her. Because she has to pose as a man, of course. That was a great fucking episode. Although Hugh Laurie is great in the French one. Yeah, like, the French one is good, but I just kind of feel like it was a bit limited. It was a bit small. Like, World War One, they had everyone. It's like you had a great world. The world felt a little bit bigger. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but and it had that. Maybe the World War One season 4 has that verisimilitude of being in a recent conflict that we have a closer connection to in World War One. Like, we have less of a connection to France with the freaking king in a king's chamber being his butler. I'm torn that Garfield won't get his food and John will fail his date. Did he drink cum or someone? This is the real question. Although here we go, the first. Although the first has its charm. Come on. What do you? It's like at least the first 2 seasons of Red Dwarf were better than the first season of Blackadder. I need to get Irene to watch Blackadder because she likes history. I love the one where they go out on the ship. Yes, and they don't go anywhere and they just drink piss. Don't they just drink piss? But he did do a good job as the king. Or Prince Regent, right? Stephen Fry was good in the 4th season. He held that mustache well. Yes. Hello, darling. Great. The 3rd is unique. Only season where Blackadder doesn't die and wins. Really? What was season 3? Was season 3 yeah, that was the French one. I thought they're all supposed to die at the end of every season. Right? Like at the end of season 4, they all go out over the trenches into no man's land. Did they really not die in season 3? But yeah, anyway, let me just check. Have the Zades gone live? I hate to pull you all away from this stream. Oh, Cecil's streaming. 7:30. It is 7:30. Phil, are you in here? You in here, Phil? We'll keep going until Phil starts his stream, and then we'll raid into him. Because I'm not raid. I can keep going. I'm not raid into him while he's not even live. I've seen rain so hard your head will bleed. Some sort of hat is in order, I suppose. I don't even remember that quote. I do not. Is that what the pirate is rolling around saying? At least you have the crazy Scottish people, the crazy religious guy. They wanted an embarrassing photo of some church leader so that he wouldn't want his money back, but they do a painting. Oh, so good. The Christmas episode was great. Is the Christmas episode is it called Adder back and forth or something? And they literally jump in a time machine. And was that a one-off that was done for like comedic relief or whatever? This comic relief is basically an event in British BBC TV where everyone used to make really good comedy stuff, like for Red Nose Day, which was like a comedy fundraising thing for charity. He became Mad King George's son through clever deception. Is also someone just watching a stream of someone reading Garfield's? Is that what's happening? Yeah, he keeps belittling Blackadder's manhood. Yeah, Brian Blessed was in the first one. Is Brian Blessed still alive? He surely is blessed if he is. Fucking hell. We lose Alan Rickman, but we still got Brian Blessed. He's probably dead too. They're probably all dead. I'm probably being offensive to everyone. Back and Forth is the second one. Okay. The Comic Relief was another one, a short. Yeah, I remember there's a Comic Relief sketch of Rowan Atkinson, who plays Blackadder, playing Doctor Who, and it's almost the best Doctor Who that exists. They should just make that Doctor Who. Go and find the Comic Relief Rowan Atkinson Doctor Who and just imagine that's the Doctor Who we do have now, instead of like, make it lame and put a chick in it. Bullshit. All right. Phil has begun. We will raid into him once I finish reading your chats. And I'll play that video all the way through. Jake, how your date go with that local girl in chat half a year ago? Didn't happen. It doesn't need to happen anymore. I'm not in the game no more. It had that actress absolutely fabulous. Yes, I think was Queenie. You mean Queenie? He's very much alive. The Blessed? Well, that is wonderful. I think Brian Blessed heard you say that, Jake. Good. Well, I'm glad Brian Blessed is alive. He can live as this stream dies. I've already set up the raid. when you're sent over there, make sure to tell the Zaid brothers that it's a hyper raid. A hyper raid. I will do the same, and I will see you guys in another stream because I need to stream a lot more because of freaking you know how it is. Anyway, bye.
Now, what were we talking about, boy?
We were talking about the time you beat jury duty.
Oh, yeah. The trick is to say you're prejudiced against all races. We didn't have a message when we left. Oh, very odd.
So put that jab shit on, everybody. Let's get this and may start at this party. I'm gay, 'cause I watch anime. I'm game while watching the Gokinara. I trade my Yu-Gi-Oh cards with my nut 'cause we're gay. Let's go watch anime.
Boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog, boogie boogie hedgehog,
I've got gout.